to Gypsyfae Creations. Thanks for tuning in. Tiara here with some exciting things to talk about. First on the agenda is I am doing a collaboration with Vanessa from Fern Studios, but it's a little different because Vanessa lives in Ireland and I live in Baltimore, Maryland, and it's a little difficult to be in the same room with each other. So her suggestion was that we each make a version of a soap. We pick a theme and we make our own version of it and release it to you guys at the same time so you can see what each one of us made. Problem is we're having a little trouble deciding on which theme we want. Do we want to make a rainbow soap or do we want to make a wine inspired soap? That's where you guys come in. Please leave a comment in the suggestion box down below. Vote on which soap you would like us to make. And then second thing in this video is I'm making soap. And it's kind of inspired by a book that kind of inspired a movie, that's kind of inspired a song. I don't quite exactly know how to describe it to you guys, so I'm hoping I can show you what I mean. So let's get started and make some soap. Starting out with the oils that have been melted down and left at room temperature, as well as my sodium lactate and lye solution. Pouring down the kitchen vibrator and getting it to a light trace. Giving that a whirl. Set that to the side. So to give you a little more background on what inspired this soap is Bradley treated me to some Leanne Womack concert tickets for Valentine's Day, so we're going to see her. And the reason why I like her so much is there's a song called The Bees that she didn't write, but she sings, and it's the basis of the book called The Secret Life of the Bees. So The Secret Life of the Bees is the theme here, and it is my favorite song of all time. And I'm really, really excited about going to see her. So that's where this soap is coming from. The colors I'm using, I have some Jade Green Crystal Mica from Nurtures. I've not used that before. I've got my Buttercup Mica that likes to turn some mac and cheese color. Goes back to yellow, no worries. And then the Summer Crush by Nurture. And the scent is called Peach Jubilee because of kind of the book / song. I'm going to keep talking about this book and this song this whole time because the book was written by Sue Monk Kidd, and it is a very short novel, but it has also been adapted into a movie, and you should watch it. So I'm going to start with the yellow here. So to give you a little synopsis on the book, it is set in the 1960s in the South, so there's a lot of civil rights movements and prejudice going on there. And it's about a little girl, her name is Lily. In the movie, she is played by Dakota Fanning, and she lost her mom. She's haunted by the last memories that she has of her mother dying, and she lives with her father, who is very abusive. And I think he might be a drunk too. He's just not the greatest father figure. And she has a kind of like a caretaker. In the movie, she is played by Jennifer Hudson. So she is a black woman who is a caretaker and is kind of like a mother figure for Lily. And she decides she's going to run away and figure out her mom's past. You know, what happened, she ran away, she died, like what led up to all of that. Because she has this picture of a black Madonna that belonged to her mom, and it was actually the back of a honey bottle. And I don't want to give too much away if you haven't seen it, but her and her caregiver run away, and they go on a search for this label of where it came from, and they find a beekeeping group of sisters. They are black businesswomen black businesswomen, and they are very respectful. And to be black, to be a businesswoman back in those days is just like breaking through so many barriers. They kind of take the caregiver in, and they take in Lily, and she gets to learn a lot about family, and she learns a lot about her past, and she learns about love and what happened to her mother. So if you've not seen that, I suggest you watch it. Back to soap here for a moment. I'm going to start with the Summer Crush Pink here. Oh my god, you guys, I'm talking and I'm not paying attention. I didn't put my fragrance in. So, give me a second, let me start over. Starting over here, I've heard horror stories of people not putting in their fragrance until the end they realize it, so that's what I get for talking too much. Peach Jubilee is the fragrance from Wholesale Supplies Plus. It's kind of like apples and berries and peaches. Lily actually lives, I guess, on a peach farm, and she likes, you know, has to sell peaches on the side of the road as income. So that's kind of where that came from. It's also sent in the South, so you know there's peaches down there, and that's kind of reminds me of that area. So let me just mix this in and start over here because I don't want this soap to go in the wrong direction. I can't believe I did that. I'm glad I've noticed it though. Like, I am so happy that I didn't continue doing that. So, stirring this in. Anyway, Leanne Womack wrote, or sings, I don't think she wrote the song, she sings a song called The Bees, and it's kind of how the story of the book goes, and it's my favorite song because it just is so touching. It hits so many notes and so many like memories and my life. I'll just stop there. I don't have the life of Lily, but when I listen to the song, it's just so relatable, and it makes me want to cry and sing to the song every time. And it's not a very popular song. It wasn't one of her hits, unfortunately. It should have been, in my opinion. If you do listen to it, Keith Urban does some background vocals on it, which is really neat. It is country. If you don't like country music, then you probably won't like it. I love just about all music, so I have no problem seeing Leanne Womack or Ed Sheeran or Florence and the Machine. These are all concerts that I've actually been to, so just throwing that out there. I like all music. We bring in for a closer look here with the correct batter. Starting with the peach color, or the Summer Crush color, and pouring that in for a drop swirl design. Other concerts I've been to, let me think here. I've saw Ed Sheeran twice. I'm going to see him again in September for the 3rd time because it's my birthday, and he is playing Philly on my birthday. I have seen, gosh, I'm drawing a blank here. Oh, I've seen Guns N' Roses. I took my mother to go see that. I had free tickets to go see it, and yeah, I quite enjoyed that. Needless to say that I was able to see them. I'm really big into the Medieval Babes and Julie Fallis and Lorena McKinnick, so like I said, I like all kinds of music. I've seen an array of different things that people you've probably never heard of. So I'm really excited to see Leanne Womack. Who knows, maybe I'll take some of this soap to her. See if I can do that and tell her that, you know, it was inspired by the Bee song. Alright, so I've got most of my colors in. I'm going to scrape out my bowls. What are some concerts that you've guys seen? What is your favorite person you've seen in concert? Let me know below. I honestly can't pick one. I mean, Ed Sheeran is really, really awesome. So is Florence and the Machine. Those are my two favorite singers. And I would see them over and over again. Now, these Ed Sheeran tickets I wasn't going to buy, but when I saw I was on the floor when I picked them, I had to, and it was my birthday, so I'm going to treat myself to that on September 27th. scrape out the next one. I'm also going to leave a link to the Womack song down below. I am going to also recommend that you read the book and or watch the movie. If you don't read, you should watch the movie. It is a very heart-touching story and it has a lot of great actors in it. I'm a really big reader, so I've done a lot of reading and watching of the movie book thing. Alright. So then the icing I'm going to put on here, and then I've got some really cute embeds. I made some bees and some peaches, and unfortunately I can't leave the links to those down below because these are molds that I made myself. So they are one of a kind, and I'm not saying I'm proud of them. I wouldn't leave the link down below even if I could. I'm just going to give this a tap, get all the air bubbles out, and make sure everything is snug in there. Alright. So I want to clean up my mess here, and then I'll come back with the icing. If you guys haven't seen one of my tattoos as well, it's a queen bee, and if you listen to that Womack song, you'll get it. That is one reason why I got that tattoo. Alright, so I've got my icing set a little bit up. I'm going to do the bottom layer and might have to wait before putting on any more, but we'll give it a go. I think I grabbed one of the wrong tips, but we're just going to go with it. Similar, but it's not what I was hoping for. Yeah, I'm gonna let that sit before I put on another layer of it, but I'll show you the embeds. Got some little bees and some little peaches that I made out of things that look more like limes, but you get the idea. Looks like a peach, right? Just say yes. Alright, I got the right icing tip. It's the Wilton 8B that I really like. So it'll be a little interesting to have the two different icing textures on top. Also thought of another fun fact. My tattoo I actually got when I was in Ireland the second time, so there you go. Pulling that all in together since the collaboration with Vanessa, and she lives in Ireland. And I think I got it when we were in Donegal, I think is where we went to go get that. It was a had to have thing. It was a souvenir that like I had to have, because when I think of souvenirs, I think of something that I want to really last, you know, not something small and that's going to lay around or get lost or collect dust or disappear. It is permanent, and it is something that I have to look at every day. So when I think of my little queen bee tattoo, I think of Ireland. So I love it that much. Alright, getting my icing back in this bag here. I think this is the last of it. And so I'm just gonna finish piping this up. Kind of liking the two different piping looks on here. Okay, I'm gonna get my embeds ready, but first I'm gonna put the glitter on first because I don't want the glitter on the embeds. I just want it on the icing part. So this is some Snowflake Sparkle Glitter. And then for the embeds, I'm gonna try and stick these into the side. Whoop. Like, maybe not like that. I kind of want them to still look like a peach and not like an orange, but you know, I'm gonna do my best here. So basically what I did is I took a lime or lemon shaped ice cube tray and I kind of just like carved out the middle there to look like where the peach pit would be. And that's my attempt at a peach. I think I need to space these out a little more. There we go. Alright, and then the bees I'm going to put on the other side. These are made out of soap dough. I actually made a little silicone mold out of caulk and Dish Dawn liquid from a tutorial I found on YouTube, and I had a little bead and that's what I used for these guys. So that is that. I'll just give that a little spray with isopropyl alcohol, let that sit for about 24 to 48 hours. I'll come back to cut it and I'll show you guys. Okay, back to cut this beautiful bee soap, and fingers crossed so that I don't butcher the embeds too much. Let's see what we got on the inside here. Beautiful! That is gorgeous. I'm loving those swirly drop swirl things in there. I also wanted to remind you that if you haven't given us your vote, to do so in the comments down below or in the eye in the upper right hand corner. Vanessa and I need your votes. What kind of soaps did you want us to do? Do you want a wine inspired soap or a rainbow themed soap? If you haven't checked out Vanessa's page, I'll leave the link in the comment section down below. She is super awesome and sweet, and I just think she's absolutely adorable. And I'm really excited about this whole collaboration thing. This is just a lot of fun, and it's a great opportunity to network with other soapers. And again, I'll leave the link to her YouTube down below. Check her out. She has a very interesting twist on different soaps. She's also from Ireland, which is super cool if you ask me, because I love Ireland. Super jealous. And yeah, can't wait to figure out what we come up with. Cut a bee there. Cut it. Lost his wing. And I'm not going to tell you which one I chose, but I want you guys to choose for yourselves what you would like us to make. I butchered that one a little bit too. And you have till Wednesday to put that vote in. We're going to tally all the votes up and get an idea by Wednesday what we're going to do, and we'll let you know what goes on. If you guys are interested in the soap, the next soap release is going to be on March 31st. There's going to be a couple soap releases on there, so be sure to mark your calendars. Be sure to mark your calendars. Sorry, horrible pun, couldn't help myself. And what else? Oh, I'll let you know if I get to can Leanne Womack one of these bee soaps. And last but not least, soap. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you cast your like I hope you cast what you would like us to make down below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and leave your vote down below. Check out Vanessa's channel. Stay tuned for the soap announcement. And until next time, guys, I'll smell you later.